You are listening to the Smuggler's Galaxy podcast, my favorite podcast to listen to on long flights across the galaxy.
This is the way.
We're wanted men.
Oh, that's what it is. Hold on. I've got my speakers. Why is it? Oh, yeah, it's going through the wrong speakers. It was going through my headphone speakers. Talk.
Hello?
There it is. It's going through my wrong speakers. That's why it sounded weird.
Hello.
Hello, Jason.
Welcome to another episode.
Oh, geez. How was your weekend? I know you had a pretty busy weekend.
Yeah, I was at the Boy Scout event yesterday, so that was an all-day thing. It was down by the airport.
Okay.
We bring Boy Scouts onto a construction site so they can earn specific merit badges.
Awesome.
And we get down there. It was like a 20-minute drive from my office to the airport. And then, it's 3:00. It's time to go home. I look at the traffic. It was like an hour on the highway or an hour and 20 minutes back roads. And so I did hour and 20 minutes back roads so I can hit every single Walgreens to find that new 212 212th Battalion Trooper. That's a Walgreens exclusive. I think I hit 3 or 4 Walgreens and found nothing.
Oh, dun-dun. Probably that dude that keeps posting at the Powder Springs show got them all.
Ugh, punk. Scalper.
Yes. I will tell you, I was over at Second Chance today, digging through their back room, and I found the box full of the droids, the Black Series droids that fold up, the battle droids. I was like, somebody bought a shit ton of those to Army build, and they didn't do anything with them.
Oh my!
Yeah.
What line? Episode 1. What color was the card back, or were they just?
Oh, they were all red back, I believe.
So I think that's episode 1.
Yeah, they were all red backs.
That actually would be worth checking out, because with episode 1, and I can't keep track of them all, but there was a bunch of variants.
Really?
Yeah, there was like 4 regular battle droids, and they each had different scoring on them, as you would call it, from the blaster fire. And so, yeah, there's a bunch of them. And then there's the droidicas, the destroyer droid. And I think there's one with, no, that's a different line. I think there's 2 different destroyer droids. I don't know.
Well, that's a good thing I don't do Black Series anymore.
Was it Black Series?
Yes, it was Black Series.
Well,
I told you Black Series.
You said the red line, and I just assumed the red card.
The red box. the new red box. Sorry.
Forget what I just said for the past 2 minutes.
I was like, that's kind of cool that they did all those variants on those.
They didn't. There's 2 variants of the Black Series. There's the brown one, brown battle droid from the gaming greats, and then there's the regular one.
Oh, these are all regular ones. Yeah.
Did you pick anything up at Second Chance?
My wife picked up an ET, and then I picked up, they had an open chopper from the Disney. The one that had the Stormtrooper card back, he had an open chopper sitting in a box. So I picked that up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for a carded one.
Yeah. Well, I have it loose in a carded one. So yeah. Well, I wasn't going to pass him up. He kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I did go to Charlotte this week for work.
I saw you made that video.
Yeah, midway through on the way back, I hit up Toy Federation, which is a smallish toy store. They had a lot of great stuff. Don't get me wrong. Small doesn't mean bad.
Right.
Just like big doesn't mean great. There are maybe about, I'm trying to do this honestly. And I know many listeners don't know like Second Chance and how big they are, but I would say it's maybe about a third to a half as big as Second Chance.
Mm-hmm.
And they had just a bunch of everything. It was like a secondhand toy store. They had shelves lined with, vintage Transformers, vintage Star Wars, Hot Wheels. Like they had it all, open stuff. One thing I was really impressed with, they had a whole stack of the comic packs. Do you remember those 2-packs with the comic books?
Yeah.
Some of those are worth a. They had the White Vader. That was the inspiration for that Black Series one.
That you love so much.
Ah, who doesn't?
Yeah, I'm looking them up. I don't know if I've been there. I don't know if I've been there before. I know I've hit a bunch of shops. I've made that trip between here and Charlotte a few times, and I've stopped at shops, but I don't know if I've been to that one.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes off the highway, but then getting back onto the highway, because Siri doesn't take you back, it keeps you going forward. It was like another 20 minutes on the back roads before I got back to the highway. But it was definitely worth checking out if you're going down 85 and you need to get off. It's in Greer, which is what, Greensville, between Greensville and Spartanburg are those things.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up right now. I'm looking online on the maps because there's another. Isn't there a Walmart? Huh?
Yeah, they also put on a convention too, like Retro Con or something along those lines. They have their own convention that they put on, and they had like signed horror memorabilia. But I'm not into that, so I can't tell you exactly what they had. But it's worth a stop.
Yeah, I might have stopped there. I don't know. There's a lot, huh?
Go ahead.
There's like 2 or 3 good toy stores, good toy stores on that trip on the way.
No,
you know what? I did stop. I think I did stop there, or maybe I'm imagining another place. But was it kind of a big toy store? It looked like the back area. You might have stepped down or something to get into No.
It was one room.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I stop in a lot of toy stores. I don't remember them all. They, my wife is infamous for getting on Google and whenever we're traveling to look for toy stores when we got time to stop.
Yeah.
I just checked to make sure we're recording. We're recording.
Yeah, we're recording. Don't worry. I was keeping track. I was going to wait and see if you remembered, but you did right away. So
yeah. Maybe I need to like these people. All right.
They had one TVC figure that I wanted, but I decided against it because of celebrations this month.
No, dude, after this weekend, I am so ready for celebration, dude. I am just chomping at the bit. Let's go. Let's get this stuff on the road.
Yeah.
I am ready. Did you, so you didn't pick anything up on the trip? You didn't?
I picked up one $5 episode 1 figure that I didn't have. I mean,
awesome.
There's nothing to even report. Like I wasn't even going to say anything.
Well, when I'll get into what I got, but yeah.
Well, this is the time to tell us what you got this week. So
yes,
I don't know.
All right. Well,
hold on. Let's get the parade in here. Hold on.
All right. Well, I have stories behind what I got, but I can get into them later. But I bought a Razor Crest. You see it?
Oh yeah, look at that. You've got the vintage collection Razor Crest there.
Yeah, it is badass, dude.
It is.
But Dennis, I went up to room sales at IC on Friday night, and Dennis Hall was sitting next to us, and he had one, and he'd given me a price, and I'm like, let me know if you can come down off that, because that's more than what I want to pay. And then he looked at me and flashed some fingers my way, and I went, send it over here. So
sold, sir.
So I bought that, and then I bought that Bill and Ted piece off the Limcos that he's been flashing. It's not nothing major, but it's like Toy Fair related that was used in Toy Fair.
What was it?
It was a Billy the Kid piece. It's got some glue on the bottom of its feet. So he's pretty sure it was used in Toy Fair, but I don't there's no way of really proving it, but
yeah,
it's still a cool piece. It's basically, I paid for a production figure with glue on the bottom of its feet, but When you have the provenance, you kind of, or,
Is it hand painted or anything? Anything different? It just looks exactly like
it's
production.
just a production toy figure with glue on its feet. But it's still cool. It's a cool piece to have. I've looked at some of the to try to match it up on some of the photography on the packaging, and I can't match it. But it's still cool.
Okay.
I know where it came from, and I trust where it came from.
Gotcha. It came from a dumpster behind the Kenner building.
Yes, it probably did. That's where my artwork came from.
Yeah.
So I picked that up. I picked up a first shot E.T. Bendham for the wife because she likes that kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to buy her a first shot 6-inch Black Series, one of the Wicket, not a Wicket, but one of the Ewoks. And I was like, I'm not going to spend that kind of money for her to go, why the hell did you spend that kind of money on this?
How much was it?
$350.
$3. I was going to say $3.
Yeah.
First shots are going up then.
Yeah.
For the Black Series.
So it was hand painted first shot, and it was cool, but I wasn't going to spend, if she would have enjoyed it, if it would have been a vintage figure or a Wicket, I would have done it. But, and then I bought a,
Ewok have they made?
It was maybe the Medicine Man. They made a Black Series Ewok.
Yeah, they did.
Let's see.
I can pull it up real quick. I got to get my phone here.
Series Ewok. Black Series Ewok. It was Tebow, the Medicine Man.
It's a race. Oh, you found it? It's Tebow?
Yeah, Tebow, Medicine Man.
There's Tebow. Yeah. It's hand painted. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it had the thing across the top of the head, the markings on it, the numbers. But yeah, she wouldn't have appreciated. I think she would have appreciated it, but she didn't appreciate it as much as she did that talking ET or the ET first shot. And then I bought there was a hockey team. There's a hockey team up in Nashville called the Wampas. And I bought, they had a jersey. They were selling game used jerseys. So I was kind of going through them because I wanted one anyway.
I see it back there, the blue one.
Yeah, that blue one. And then it had the guy's last name was Riley, which is my grandson's last name. So it had his name on it. And then the number was 88. I'm like, damn it, I got to buy this one.
When that jersey hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious
stuff. So it had like 3 or 4 things on it. So I had to buy it, but it's sitting in the back. I can wear it. I was looking for one I could wear. So I'm probably going to end up wearing it some, but it just looks cool hanging up in the background.
That's the nice thing about, all right. I won't say anything.
What about what? Losing weight?
No, jerseys. Wearing jerseys. They're built for padding. So they're also built for big guys. They'll keep you warm too.
Oh yeah. So it'll be cold weather. So hopefully by the time the cold weather comes back through, I'll lose a little bit more weight. And, yeah, but I've been going to the gym, but I'm building muscle, so I'm not losing weight, and the gut's not going anywhere. But like you'll scratch your shoulders, and you're like, "What the hell is that?" Or you'll flex, and you're like, "Huh?" And, you start scratching places, and stuff's there that wasn't there before. So I know muscle weighs more than fat, so I'm probably going to gain weight before I lose weight. But if I can lose something around my stomach, I'd be good. Huh?
Am I frozen?
Yeah, now you're not. What were you saying?
90% of what you do for losing weight is outside of the gym.
Yeah, I need to eat better. I need to start. My wife's doing this program where she eats like every, I think, 2 hours. And she's realized, when she first started it, she was like, this food tastes like crap because there's no sugar. It's all, I think, a little bit more natural, but she's been doing it for a couple of weeks. And I think she's down like 15 pounds. And now she's saying, okay, everything's starting to taste normal. It's fine. The stuff that the sweet stuff tastes weird to her now, but the other stuff is tasting stuff she thought was bland is now normal. But
I wish her the best.
Yeah, she's doing great. She's like, maybe you need to get on this plan. I said, I'll do it my way. I'll do it. I need, because I did it like 10 years ago. I cut sodas out of my diet, and I started working out, and I started bringing Cliff bars to work. And I do, like, instead of eating fast food, I cut that out. So I bring Cliff bar, and I'd eat a banana, or I'd eat an apple, try to eat healthy stuff while I'm at work. And it worked good. I lost like 20 pounds, 20, 30 pounds. And then I met my wife and it all went out the window because I was going into the gym. I was single. I had nothing better to do. I had nobody to hang out with. So you'd go to the gym and, nothing against my wife, but I'd rather spend time with her than be at the gym. And
you put on some happy weight.
Yeah. We both gained happy weight, but yeah. I sold a bunch.
You sold stuff.
I sold stuff, dude. I sold everything that I brought to ice. The only thing I didn't sell was I brought my Mandalorian ship. I sold that because I was like, it's time to sell that. It just is. I mean, it was a cool piece, but
how much you pull for that?
$350. I doubled my money on it. I made $350 on it. So
you got $350 for that piece?
Yeah, with the figures.
Wow.
Well, it had a Pre-Vizsla in it. That Pre-Vizsla is like $100.
Yeah, because of the dark saber.
Yep. And I sold my graded Mandalorian carbonized figure.
Which was what, a 9.0?
Yeah, I got 200 out of that.
Damn.
Yeah, the same guy bought them both, and I'm like, dude, I'll give you a good deal on both of them. And he bought I was staying with Joel from the Ohio Club, and we were both kind of watching stuff, and we told each other what all the prices were, and I came back around the corner, and I was like, the Mando sold? And he goes, yeah, and he hands me the money, and he goes, this guy bought it. So I went up to him later and I said, dude, I was going to give you a good deal on both of them. And I said, I'll sell you the ship for $350, which was $150 off what I had. I was asking $5 for it originally. And I was like, you didn't gripe about the Mando. I'm going to give you a hell of a deal on this ship. So he jumped right on it.
Way to go.
Yeah. So I came back with money. I came back with like $100 more more than that. But the Razor Crest came out of PayPal.
Nice.
Because I wanted to save my cash.
Yeah.
But I am in really, really, really good shape for celebration for selling those two pieces.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's no news this week, but Hasbro is doing a May 4th live stream. So I would imagine next week we'll have some news about something. I don't know if they're going to be announcing new figures. Yak Face kind of alluded to security droids.
Okay.
From The Mandalorian, Leia in her, and this I want to bring up. Just quick speculation. Leia in her Endor dress. And Figure and Dan Black Series. Yeah, in the G.I. Joe live stream, they mentioned that, and I don't want to dwell on this and I don't need to rehash it, but that all lines in Hasbro will be plastic free by 2023. However, 2023 is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Right. So we're not going to get those Black Series that have been, like, if they go plastic free, you can't do the bubble, you can't do the card back for the 40th anniversary collection.
It'd be interesting.
That's a bummer.
Yes, it is. It sucks, man. I think that they're shooting themselves. I understand them wanting to save the environment, but I think they're shooting themselves in the foot, especially for the collector aspect. They probably should have done the 40th anniversary with the bubble, or said, hey, we're going to finish these lines out and then we're going to go plastic free on them.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's on Wednesday. Is that May 4th? It's the 1st.
Yes, it's May 4th. I was already asked if I was working that day.
By who?
By my work.
Why wouldn't you? It's not.
Because I took one May the 4th off. And ever since then, they ask me every May 4th, hey, are you taking the day off? And the one May 4th I took off was when the Millennium Falcon was sitting at Turner Field.
Oh.
So I took the Friday off. I went and got a tattoo. I went to the Falcon, got a tattoo, and then I went home. So why wouldn't I take the day off?
Yeah.
When the freaking Millennium Falcon, the fan-made Millennium Falcon, is sitting in 20 minutes from my house, which was really awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
it was awesome. Oh, and on a personal note, I had my grandson last weekend and introduced him to Rebels, and he was just like, "This is awesome."
Runs in the family, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. And he was really cool to see Mandalorian ship, and he's like, "I want to see Baby Yoda."
Did you open those?
I opened the Baby Yoda. I haven't opened the Jawa. Do you want the Jawa?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just you open them. You open them.
I haven't.
Those are exclusive.
Why would I open it? Baby Yoda needed to go in there, man. I needed to have Baby Yoda.
But there's
bouncing
other
around.
Baby Yodas.
Yeah, but he's got the ball in his hand. And the card was bent a little bit. So I was like, I'm going to open it.
To each their own. You do what you do.
I thought about it. I really thought about it before opening it. But I was like, maybe I can make some money back on these. I don't know. But the pram was all pretty. It's somewhere around here. Is there a way to attach the Baby Yoda in there, or is he just kind of bounce around?
It just bounces around. I didn't like that about that.
No, they should have done something to where you could pull with the seat out or something.
Yeah.
That's the only flaw on that thing. That thing was, I went and I did the weapons. I was going to put the weapons in the cache in the thing. And I'm like, oh, it's going to take me half an hour. I had it done in like 10 minutes. So the joy of having little fingers.
Did you put the weapon? Is that what you're talking about? The weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hardest part.
Same thing.
Huh?
Same thing here.
Oh, you did it really fast?
No, it took me like 30, 45 minutes.
Really? I did it in like 10.
Maybe I just blanked for a second.
I don't know. It didn't take me long. And when I opened the box, I didn't realize that they had put, because it's a big styrofoam thing. And I didn't realize that a lot of the pieces were on the outside of the styrofoam. So I'm digging around, freaking out because I'm thinking I'm missing stuff. And then you turn the styrofoam around and there it all sits. I'm boring you, so I know I'm boring.
No, not at all. I'm trying to remember all that stuff.
But it was cool, man. I loved it. I was half asleep because I drove back and I'm like, I'm too tired to do this. And you open it up and you just at the point of no return. So
stop, yeah.
But wow, it's a badass ship. It takes up way too much room, but it is impressive. And I can't figure out if I want to open it up and display all the pieces sitting out on it, but the detail on it's insane.
Yeah, I keep mine intact, I guess, is how you would put it. I didn't pull it all apart, but when people come over, I'll take it down and pull it apart.
Yeah.
So they can see everything.
It's a beautiful ship, man. I'm glad I bought it.
Good.
Yeah, I'm glad to have it in my collection. It looks awesome sitting over there, but boy, it takes up like half that case. I've got it sitting on like a 6-foot case, and it feels like it takes up half that case. Anywho,
I wanted to talk about Kylo Ren today.
You mean Ben Solo?
Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, just as a character. And we've kind of lived with the sequel trilogy for some time now. So now that we've digested it and lived with it, I thought maybe we just feature a character and talk about the character. And Kylo, for me, is one of the more interesting figures in the sequel trilogy.
Yes. Yeah.
But there was articles saying that Kylo Ren was like a fanboy, temper tantrums, throwing fits. And I think in The Force Awakens, that's accurate, right?
Yeah, I could see that. Like a Vader fanboy.
Vader fanboy. There's that scene where he kind of throws a temper tantrum and he just starts destroying things. Like he's just prone to having fits of rage. But he's not fully developed as a villain. He's still very infantile, almost like that moment when Luke in The Last Jedi kind of is like, I know what this kid's going to become. I got to kill him. Like in that moment, he never grew up from that moment. He's got that arrested development.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Anyway, long story short, yes, I totally feel that because here's because when I first saw Kylo Ren, I was like, that dude is badass. You know, you see the art of him and you see him on the poster. And it was very disappointing the first movie with him. It does feel like, I mean, his arc is great. And, you know, he does redeem himself in the Rise of Skywalker, but it took a long time to get there.
Yeah, I want to talk about redemption in a little bit, but for now, like I was disappointed he wasn't Sith.
Yeah.
But is he? Because it turns out that the Emperor was controlling. Because there's, all right, with the Sith, there doesn't seem to be like the trials a Jedi has to follow. And Luke, I guess he does follow the trials. He doesn't turn to the dark side, which makes him a Jedi in the end. But there's no trials. There's for the Sith, and maybe he is Sith. He just doesn't have the Darth title because the Emperor's controlling Snoke.
Right. Well, you didn't, because like with the guy with the two blades, Darth Maul was Darth Maul. Never mind then. Why? I mean, does every Sith have the Darth slogan?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Darth,
what about Count Dooku didn't?
He was Darth Tyrannus.
Okay.
He did have it. He just went by Count Dooku because he was more of a politician, and so he couldn't be Darth Tyrannus. Just like Darth Sidious was the Emperor the entire time. That's the same kind of thing. In the shadows, he was Darth Tyrannus.
Okay.
But Kylo Ren isn't. It's a title, but it's not a Darth title.
Because he was a Knight of Ren.
Yeah, but they never. Yeah, whatever.
They still hadn't flushed out.
Yeah.
Did they ever do that in the comics?
I don't know. I quit the comics. I got rid of the comics.
Dude, I do have to say something, man. I just noticed you're not wearing a Star Wars shirt either.
No, I'm wearing you're wearing a Bucky shirt, but the shop.
Right.
I'm wearing a cowbell shirt.
Yeah. So
More
sorry.
cowbell. I've got a fever. And the only cure, this is my Christopher Walken, is more cowbell. Not that good. But then he kind of turns in The Last Jedi. Kylo Ren isn't the same. He's fits a rage, but he's motivated by rage. Like there's that scene where he's just blowing Luke Skywalker and he's blinded by it. It's just more and more. And people are like, I think you've got him. And he's not listening to them.
Right.
He's completely dark side. He's completely a man baby.
And I don't think they did him any favors by having him destroy his helmet in the second movie. Was the second movie he destroyed his helmet, right? Or was it?
Yeah. But then Snoke was belittling him.
Right.
And I think that he was just like, I'm just so angry at you treating me this way. I'm going to destroy this and be myself and not this character, this Kylo Ren character.
Right. That was another thing that disappointed me because you spent all this time envisioning the character with the mask, and then all of a sudden you go through a whole movie without the mask on, and then he gets it back at the second movie and the third movie.
Yeah, well, the third that's a whole nother. The inconsistency is because the inconsistency of direction.
Right. You could tell, like, after every, years later, they were all like, maybe we should have talked before we made these 3 movies and had some consistency going.
And I thought maybe Kylo Ren suffered from like some sort of mental disorder, like a narcissistic personality disorder. So I looked that up just because it's all about him. Like he doesn't have the training. He doesn't have, the Emperor or Snoke was not treating him right.
Right.
But the Emperor was like grooming Darth Vader. Snoke didn't, Kylo Ren didn't have that. And there is some similarities in the narcissistic personality disorder, but I'm not by any way a medical professional. I don't, I'm not qualified to say, hey, yes, he does have this, and he's just a character. So what difference does it make? But at the same time, he's got an inflated sense of his own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and a lack of empathy for others.
Right.
And you have to have a lack of empathy to kill your own father.
Right. Well, I'm sorry.
No, go.
That's sort of the way you become a Sith, is you've got to kill somebody that's important to you.
Are you looking that up right now?
No, I know that for a fact.
Well, who did Vader kill?
Padme. Did he? No, he didn't really kill Padme. Did he? No, he didn't kill anybody. How did he become Darth Vader?
He just. Well, hold on.
But I know in the EU, and that's sort of because.
Did he kill Mace Windu?
No, was it? Would Count Dooku, would that have counted as his kill?
No, because he goes, "What have I done?" And he gets down on his knees when.
Or was it all the youngling? No, because he was Darth Vader when he.
He cut off Mace Windu's hands to stop him, and that's when the Emperor tossed Mace Windu out the window. And that's when he goes, "What have I done?" But I've never heard that before, where a Sith needs to kill someone in order to become a Sith.
Let's see who.
You have to kill. You kill your master to become the master.
Right.
But it's interesting because while you look that up, and talking about a lack of empathy, when it came time for him to kill his mother, he paused. He couldn't do it.
Right.
In The Last Jedi, he was flying his TIE fighter.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm looking it up. I'm looking up Wikipedia, but
signs and symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder may vary. People with the disorder can have an exaggerated sense of self-importance. I don't know, does that follow him?
Yeah.
Having a sense of entitlement and may require constant excessive admiration. Expect to be recognized as superior even without achievements that warrant it. Exaggerate achievements and talents. Be preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, and brilliance. I don't know if he's not really, although he does quickly become the supreme leader as soon as he kills Snoke and doesn't let anybody have a second thought about that. So maybe that is some sort of fantasy about power and ruling the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
He's also trying to manipulate Rey into thinking, join me and we'll rule this galaxy together. And there's no way that he's going to be doing that. She'd become like an underling or something. He's not going to share power. He's manipulating her.
Right. Okay, so what they're saying, you were partially right. I'm saying that it was him letting Sidious kill Mace Windu was his final step. So maybe that's what it is. Okay, hold on. When he choked, no, some people are saying when he choked Padme, but he would have had to have maybe, did he think he killed Padme when he choked her?
No, because when Darth Vader first steps out in his suit, he goes, "I couldn't have killed her. I felt her. She was alive."
Okay.
I think that's a pretty direct quote. I think that is an exact quote. But the theory is that because one of the droids say to Obi-Wan, "We don't know why. She's just dying.
Right.
We can't explain it." And the theory is to save Darth Vader, Palpatine is somehow sucking the life force from Padme as she delivers the twins into Darth Vader to keep him alive. And there must be some sort of bond between the two, which made it easy for him to pull from Padme and put into Darth Vader.
Okay.
Which would explain why Darth Vader felt her alive, because the Emperor is kind of pulling that. So he's feeling the life force, and also explains why the droids are like, "We can't explain it. She's just dying."
Mm-hmm.
Lucas just didn't do a good job. Well, I mean, he did that on purpose, but he just didn't do a good job explaining what's going on. He insinuates a lot.
Right. Well, you're also, people are saying that, and then there are people are saying when he killed the younglings, that was his final test, but he was already a Sith Lord at that point, or what they're considering a Sith Lord.
Yep.
But yes, normally, because that's how Jason Solo in the EU, he killed Mara Jade. And that's how he became whatever his Sith Lord name was. As soon as he killed that, he became the full Sith Lord. And I'm probably getting yelled at.
Yeah, behave in an arrogant or haughty manner, coming across as conceited, boastful, and pretentious. I think that describes Kylo Ren. So maybe he does have a narcissistic personality disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of others to get what they want. So I was just talking about manipulation. Yeah. So he's got some sort of narcissistic rage in him.
Yes, totally.
We want to talk about redemption.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of tabled that.
I thought the redemption of him, I think Rise of Skywalker was total fan service, which is what we needed to bring the series back. But him and that moment with him and Han Solo, with him totally redeeming himself and having whatever Force ghost of Han Solo there, was a pretty critical turning point.
I guess I have an issue with redemption. We'll take a step back and we'll have to use Kylo Ren as the example. But I always had an issue with redemption. Like, you just killed thousands of people, you destroyed planets. Can you ever be redeemed in a way that is warranted?
Mhm.
Because you can't just be like, you can't go out in the streets and end someone's life and then say, oh, you know what, I'm good now, never
Right.
mind, I was wrong before, but I'm good now, we're good, we're all fine here, how are you? You can't do that. So it's just like, could Kylo Ren ever be redeemed?
Yeah. Now we're getting into the philosophical discussion.
Okay, let's do it.
If that's your theory, then he can't. But I mean, I'm trying to think where I'm going to go with this. I mean, in a way, he was redeemed because I guess he helped Rey, do her thing, win the battle against the Emperor. Yeah. And then he ultimately sacrificed himself for her.
Yeah, I think that's the only fate that he could ever have is die.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was a little bit more accepting of Darth Vader because he's on his deathbed and he's like, I'm sorry, I did wrong.
Yeah,
it's like, well, he's getting what he deserved. He's dying,
right?
But Kylo Ren is just like, I'm gonna just pull my lightsaber out, shrug my shoulders, and I'm good. I'm gonna kill you guys.
But he shrug them like Han Solo does, man. Come on.
Oh, that's right. That's a detail I never picked up.
It's taken you this long.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah, from Return of the Jedi, it was just shrugging his shoulders.
It was a Han Solo shrug, and then he also had like the Han Solo smirk or something, either the point of the smirk or something. So there was a couple of definite Han Solo feeling moments in the thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of taken out of it because I'm like, yeah, that is Han Solo.
But okay, so if you're gonna redeem him, like, because Vader was redeemed when he killed the Emperor, Vader was redeemed.
Yeah.
So does that it kind of is a total 180, or 360. So Kylo Ren's redeemed by helping Rey defeat the Emperor, and then by giving himself up to save Rey. So in that theory, he's redeemed.
Yeah, I guess so. But he still died. I don't know. I just
I lost. Hold on. Stop. Say it again. You said, yeah, Star Wars.
No, I just said that I struggle with it.
Okay.
I struggle with him being noted as redeemed because you killed thousands of people. You put people through so much anguish and pain and I don't know. But they did stop the Emperor. He did save the universe from a worse fate, I guess.
But so did Darth Vader.
It would have been the rise of a second empire, I think. Mm-hmm. Darth Vader helped make sure the empire happened.
Okay, but the Vader did all those horrible things too. He'd kill people because they pissed him off. They looked at him wrong and he killed them.
I don't know, man.
So
I guess in the original trilogy. All right, let me try to explore this and figure this out.
All right.
In the original trilogy, you saw him choke out, Captain Antilles. Mm-hmm. And this is a bad guy, but you never see him do anything horrible. We're just kind of told that he's a bad guy.
Okay.
Right? Am I?
Yeah.
He kills Ben Kenobi, but it was like two masters and who's going to be the strongest. It's almost like an arm wrestling match in my mind.
I'm thinking Alderaan, but that wasn't him. That was
Tarkin.
Tarkin.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything about it. But it wasn't him that pulled the trigger. It was Tarkin. Fire when ready.
Right.
You may fire when ready. And I just took myself out of this by doing impressions. Like, I got to force my impression in this thing. And then.
You can't do that. We're a peaceful planet. We don't have any weapons or any defenses.
Right. And then, he destroys. From a certain point of view, the rebels were attacking his base and he's just defending it at the end of the movie. And then the Empire Strikes Back. So, you could be like, well, he's just defending his territory. You don't see him doing anything, like he's not going on to a planet like in Rogue One. If we had seen something like that in Rogue One, it'd be a little bit more difficult of a pill to swallow. in The Empire Strikes Back, Darth Vader is choking out his own men.
Right.
So he's doing a good thing there.
Yeah.
I think that Kylo Ren is a worse villain in terms of the things that he does on screen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Did I?
No, it was me.
Again?
It was
Oh.
me.
So I don't know. I think also Kylo Ren is probably one of my. Do I want to say that one of my favorite characters from the sequel trilogy?
I'm gonna pause it. Hold on. I want to take you out of this again. How long is this? I want to see how long is this video? It's 2 minutes. Never mind.
What is it?
Have you ever seen Clerks?
Yeah.
The Star Wars where the contractors.
Yeah, on the Death Star. Go ahead, play it.
All right, let me share my screen.
This is kind of in line of what we're talking about.
This was share screen.
Kevin Smith's first movie, Clerks. They talk about
when you were talking about contractors and stuff, it made me think of this. So can you see that? Can you see?
You didn't share your screen. Make sure you turn on the volume too, so listeners
screen.
can listen.
All right. So can you?
Yeah, I see it now.
All right, hold on. Shit.
You gotta turn the volume on.
I know. I got to do that. I hit the wrong button. Here we go. All right. Can you hear it?
No. Did you click on share audio when you shared your screen?
Stop. Hold on.
Turn up the volume.
I will.
It looks like it's low on YouTube.
On the YouTube. It is all the way up.
Never mind.
So I got to click share. Let's see. Go back to Zoom. God damn it. All right. I'm going to stop share. I really feel like I'm an old man when I do this. Share screen. Where do you see audio? Share sound. There we go.
There it is. That's what you did wrong.
That's what I did wrong. So I'm going to share this. You can see this. And here we go.
It was completed and fully operational before the rebels destroyed it.
Luke blew it up. Give credit where credit's due.
And the second one was still being built when they blew it up.
Compliments of Lando Calrissian.
Something just never sat right with me that second time around. I could never put my finger on it, but something just wasn't right.
And you figured it out.
The first Death Star was manned by the Imperial Army. The only people on board were stormtroopers, dignitaries, Imperials.
Basically.
So when they blew it up, no problem. Evil's punished.
And the second time around?
The second time around, it wasn't even done being built yet. It was still under construction.
So
a construction job of that magnitude would require a hell of a lot more manpower than the Imperial Army had to offer. I bet they brought independent contractors in on that thing. Plumbers, aluminum siders, roofers.
Not just Imperials, is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. In order to get it built quickly and quietly, they'd hire anybody that can do the job. Think the average stormtrooper knows how to install a toilet main? All they know is killing in white uniforms.
All right, so they bring in independent contractors. Why are you so upset at its destruction?
All those innocent contractors brought in to do the job were killed. Casualties of a war they had nothing to do with. All right, look, you're a roofer. Some juicy government contract comes your way. You got a wife and kids, the two-story in suburbia. This is a government contract, which means all sorts of benefits. Along come these left-wing militants and blast everything within a 3-mile radius with their lasers. You didn't ask for that. You have no personal politics. You're just trying to scrape out a living.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but what are you talking about?
The ending of Return of the Jedi.
My friend here is trying to convince me that any independent contractors who were working on the uncompleted Death Star were innocent victims when they was destroyed by the rebels.
Well, I'm a contractor myself. I'm a roofer. Done and ready home improvements. And speaking as a roofer, I can tell you a roofer's personal politics comes into play heavily when choosing jobs.
Like when?
3 weeks ago, I was offered a job up in the hills. A beautiful house, tons of property, a simple reshingling job. They told me if I could finish it in 1 day, I would double my price. Then I realized whose house it was.
Whose house was it?
Dominic Bambino's.
Babyface Bambino? The gangster?
The same. The money was right, but the risk was too high. I knew who he was, and based on that, I turned the job over to a friend of mine.
Based on personal politics.
So anywho. Sorry, when you were saying that, I had to play it. It just brought.
So you're saying Lando Calrissian is the worst villain in the Star Wars universe? Is what you're trying to push on me right now?
Yes, he is, because he killed all those innocents.
Wow.
Anyway, it takes us totally off course, but I just thought it was funny, and I wanted to play Clerks.
I just wanted to play Clerks. So I don't know. Where do you want to leave the Kylo Ren discussion?
Was he really? Let's. Do you think so? You don't think he was really redeemed? Not unlike Darth Vader, who did the same stuff and redeemed himself by just saying, "I love you, Luke. Let me look at you with my own eyes."
No, I think in terms of the movie, he was redeemed. I just don't think a character like that could ever be redeemed. I don't know if that makes. I am contradicting myself. You know, he decided, you know what, I'm wrong. I'm good. Let me do the right thing.
Yeah.
But does that cancel out all the bad stuff you've done? I guess it's so philosophical. I can't even answer my own question.
It is philosophical because then you've got Catholics who believe all they got to do is go talk to a priest and go to confession and then, say some Hail Marys. And I'm sorry if I offended Catholics.
No, I was
Catholic. Raised, you were Catholic?
Yeah,
I was raised. Huh?
I don't know if I was Catholic or if I am Catholic.
Did you?
But I don't buy into that crap.
Okay.
I don't think I could just say Hail Mary away my. I try to live every day like I don't need to do the Hail Marys.
Right.
But Kylo Ren's not Catholic.
No, he's not. I wonder, do you think there is no, there is only Jedi. I wonder if there's other religions in the Star Wars universe.
But yeah, I think there is. I think it's some of the old legacy books.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember though. It's been such a long time.
Yeah, because
I thought there was the Night Sisters are another religion, even though they use the Force, they're a different religion. And then there's something else.
There's also go ahead. The people with droids that put like droid parts on themselves.
The mods?
No, it's a totally different thing than the mods, dude.
What was that in?
There was a Han Solo and Lando book that they had that in there. I don't think it might have been Scoundrels. They had something like that.
I want to track those books down and read them. Because even in Solo, Lando is repeating a story to himself in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon.
Uh-huh.
And apparently that came from one of the books.
Okay. You could probably come to my house. I've probably got them. I know I've got Scoundrels.
There's a trilogy, though.
Scoundrels was not. There was a Han Solo. Yeah, I think there was.
Way back in the day.
Okay.
Not the new one. I know what you're talking about now. No, not that one. This is way back.
Yeah, Scoundrels is only a couple of years old. It's right when they were changing over to getting rid of the legacy. So I don't know if it's legacy. I don't know if it's canon or not.
I don't know.
Oh, it is also the 30th anniversary of Heir to the Empire or something like that. It was 91. So no, it would be 35, wouldn't it? Or something?
No, it's not 35. It's got to be less than that.
It came out in 91.
Yeah. So that's...
I don't know.
That's numbers.
That's numbers and math.
That's got to be 30th.
Okay.
It's Sunday night, people. Cut us some slack. I really don't feel like exercising my brain and doing math at this time. Simple math is off the table tonight on this Sunday night.
Hey, guess what? I did walk by Timothy Zahn before I get kicked out of IC.
Did you say, what's up, playa?
I wanted to, but I didn't get a chance.
That'd be cool. I would love to find a first edition Heir to the Empire and have him sign it.
Yeah.
I got to figure out, do some research on what I picked up on that last Powder Springs toy show. That was Dark Forces Rising that I got.
Yeah, I've got a copy of that like that, and I think it's something. It's like either a fan book or some, fan club book or something is what I think it is.
Look into it. At the same time, people with narcissistic personality disorder have trouble handling anything they perceive as criticism. And they can become impatient or angry when they don't receive special treatment, have significant interpersonal problems and feel easily slighted, react with rage or contempt and try to belittle the other person to make themselves appear superior, have difficulty regulating emotions and behavior, experiencing major problems dealing with stress and adapting to change, have secret feelings of insecurity, shame, vulnerability, humiliation. I don't know if Kylo Ren falls into those last ones, but I could see the first ones.
Yeah. Well, and just like you say all that stuff, and then when he was battling Rey and he was injured, he keeps hitting that one spot to, bring him pain so he could focus better.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Right in the, was it the solar plex?
Yeah. Well, it was right where he got shot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, totally. How did you feel? Because this was the first time that I was like, oh my God, in a Star, because this was the first thing that was not spoiled for me when he's looking at Darth Vader's helmet and he goes, "Grandfather, help me." Was that just, to me, that was just like a, oh my God moment, or I was right
to me?
Huh?
To me?
Yeah.
So The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, I think, are really well done movies.
Right.
I think the baton handing, and I'm going to get somewhere with this. I think the baton handing off really worked. I think they didn't stick the landing is basically what I think happened. And so I think the first movie, The Force Awakens, works really well with the character for Kylo Ren. I think Kylo Ren is struggling with being a bad guy.
Right.
And when he says to Han Solo, "I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it," that is exactly what he's talking to Darth Vader about. I don't know if I'm bad enough to be bad.
Okay.
I still feel good in me. I don't know if I can abandon that. So I think that's what's happening in that moment. Yeah, it was an oh my God, it's Darth Vader's helmet. But I think Kylo Ren was saying, I'm still good. Help me be bad. And he doesn't realize that Darth Vader the entire time had good in him.
Yeah.
And Darth Vader was going through the same struggles.
I think if you're quoting, I part of me wants to believe that he didn't want to kill Han Solo. And there's people that have watched it frame for frame and believe Han Solo is triggering the lightsaber.
And I don't want to go down there. That's a bunch of bullshit. Pardon my French. Don't. That just goes against the character. The character is struggling, and for Han Solo to kill himself,
yeah,
that's completely out of character. It's Kylo Ren who's struggling with this, and Kylo Ren is the one that ignites the lightsaber and hurts his pappy.
Right, which is still like a damn it moment. But
yeah.
Also, I was like, well, Harrison Ford got what he wanted.
Yeah. Well, yeah, since Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic. The
yeah.
character, the lack of character development from Return of the Jedi to The Force Awakens for Han Solo.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We could go in. Oh my God. Do you want to, we could save that for another day, but I can go.
Yeah, we'll save that for another day.
I can go off on that whole thing. Cause then you're bringing up EU stuff and. There you go. You're giving me some homework. Maybe I need to do some homework on the EU the EU versus the movies as far as our beloved characters.
Yeah, I'll go along for the ride. It's been a while since I've read those books. I'm not going to be, but if you,
I would be a Google.
Like the back, yeah. If you know, you're going to Google.
I would Google. It would take me a year to reread all those books, if not longer.
Yeah.
It'd be. I read too damn slow. I'm still on Fallen Star. I've been reading that one for like 4 months.
Well, once you finish that, we can take a month. We'll record as normal, but we'll take a month and reread Heir to the Empire, and then we'll have an Heir to the Empire episode where we just talk about that episode.
Awesome. That would be awesome.
Depends.
I've been wanting to reread those books anyway. I bought copies of those books with the purpose to read. Because I didn't want to read my
reader copies.
Yeah, I bought reader copies because I didn't want to read my first editions.
We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we're just going off.
What?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's wrap it up.
All right.
Because it's late.
Yeah, thank you for listening to the Smuggler's Galaxy podcast. If you could, please like and leave a 5-star review of the show anywhere you listen to, if it's allowed. Follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Send us an email or message us. We love feedback, and we'd love to make you part of the show. Our email address is smugglersgalaxy@gmail.com. Thank you to Alfonso Riviera for the Smugglers Galaxy logo and all the great artwork that you do to help promote the show. You could find him on Facebook. He is at Puerto Rico Star Wars. So it's Facebook/Puerto Rico Star Wars. He's got 1,000 followers and he's looking to build that up. And if you're looking for some sort of graphic design work, contact him. Also, thank you to Levi Waterhouse for the music. Hasbro, please re-release VC66. # vote with your wallet. Pass on what you've learned. Be a positive force in the collecting community and do it. Don't just say that you're a good person. Be a good person to everyone. This is the way.
This is the way.